안녕하십니까, 샤큐입니다. 즐거운 설 연휴 잘 지내고 계신가요? 일에 치여서 이래저래 힘든 기간이 지나고 저는 잘 쉬고 있습니다. 건강에 유의해 주시고 요번에 할 게임은 셜록 홈즈 챕터 1입니다. 여긴 어딜까요? 배 아닌 것 같기도 하고요.
Ginger. That's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
That's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
오, 셜록 잘생겼네. 그 옆에 있는 친구도 좀 비슷하게 생기긴 했는데 존이라고 하네요. 왓슨은 없겠죠? 왓슨은 만나기 전인가? 젊었을 적 셜록인 것 같아요.
Hey, Sherry. Come on, catch up.
Yes, yes.
자, 일단 튜토리얼처럼 움직이는 거 좌우 보고 앞으로 가고 오케이 말 걸어볼까요?
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir.
아, 여기 호텔인가 봐요.
If you need something,
호텔.
sir,
호텔에
please inquire at
도착했고요.
reception.
접수처로 가라.
If you need something, sir,
Welcome to Il
please inquire
Palazzo
at
di
reception.
Lusso, sir. We just need your signature.
좋습니다. 서명해 주죠.
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you.
221호가
I see it
제
was reserved
방이군요.
for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
전, 너 왜 이렇게 궁시렁대 옆에서 자꾸 방으로 들어가자. 어서.
Hey, Sherry.
이걸 봐야 하나 봐요. 이게 뭔지 모르겠는데
The medium,
강령술
John, haven't we been through this
영혼을
already?
부르는 뭐 그런 거 있잖아요.
Come
그거.
on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
이야, 수상하다. 얘는 그냥 수상하다. 음악도 수상하다.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
잘 그렸네. 그냥 인정해주지 좀 잘 그렸다고.
Come now, Sherry. What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
뭐야, 선택지 하나밖에 없잖아요. 뭐 선택지가 뭐 두세 개 있을 줄 알았더니 하나밖에 없네. 응?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
탐정놀이 괜찮다. 탐정놀이.
Deliver
좋아.
it to him. Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look.
조사를 시작하는 겁니다. 지금.
The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest a crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place. The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner. All right. I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
자, 이제 지팡이의 주인을 찾으러 가봅시다. 건물 안쪽에는 아무도 없었어요. 여기 바깥에 나왔는데 여기는 있겠지.
May I ask for your assistance?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
찾았다. 자, 해군 장교 귀족 부부 거라고 하네요. 교령회실로 들어갔다고 합니다. 교령회실로 가봅시다. 여기가 교령회실이군요. 좋았어.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am? Hey, boy! That's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made...
A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
나이 참 이거 내 입으로 말하기 좀 그런데 내가 좀 잘 찾아 사람을. 자, 인물 관찰하는 거요. 자, 붉은 얼굴. 그리고 대머리는 아니고 뭐지? 부유하고 유행을 따른다. 딱 귀족처럼 생겼죠? 방금 싸운 자국 같은데. 자, 결혼 반지를 끼지 않았고요. 누군가를 세게 쳤다. 방금 때렸죠? 지가 잃어버려 놓고선. 자, 휴양지에 온 아픈 영국인. 아픈 것 같진 않아요. 지루함을 좀 느끼는 것 같은데. 지루함을 느끼는 영국 귀족으로 하겠습니다.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything I needed to know. I was after a strong middle-aged man with a keen interest in adventure, noble blood, and affection for strong drink. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. That's me, Lord Andrew Craven. You are the real medium. You hear that, Emma? Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this. How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
You insist the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
Ah! It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
이야, 일이 이렇게 이어지는구나. 지팡이 찾아주러 갔다가 다이아몬드까지 찾아줘야 될 상황입니다, 지금.
This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm.
Of Balblair
The ghost was
Scotch
here,
and the
Sherry.
remains of a poor Laranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need? There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass. This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms.
Creepy.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it.
Ah, seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
와, 이거 큐버튼까지 눌러가지고 정신 집중해갖고 증거를 찾아야 되네요. 아, 나 이거 몰랐네. 오케이. 그리고 이렇게 증거를 찾으면 이렇게 증거에 맞는 문장들이 나와요. 이 문장 2개를 조합을 하면 추리가 나옵니다. 추론이 나오고 그 추론을 잘 엮어서 범인을 색출해야 돼요. 그런 시스템입니다. 자, 부인이 뜰에서 무언가를 가리켰다고 하는데 그게 이제 창밖에서 누군가가 지켜봤다는 거죠. 그게 바로 하녀였던 거고요. 지금 하녀를 만나러 갈게요.
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the séance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
당연히 그 진실되게 거짓말을 해야죠.
I'm a novelist documenting the supernatural and those who witness it. Now, should you take a starring role in the tale, I will need your name.
Oh my, a book? And you want to include me? I'm Lucia Saletta.
Something went wrong during the séance, Lucia, but no one will tell me what happened. You would be a valuable interview if you were there.
I was. and I saw everything with my own eyes.
자, 뭘 봤어? 똑바로 불어.
Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest, a glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost, a sickly, evil thing.
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
You lied to the poor girl, Sherry. What a tease. She'll dream about being a character of that book.
Surely a pleasant dream is better than no dream at all, John.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
오, 사건을 재구성하는 거예요. 사건을 재구성. 잠깐만, 이 반짝이는 거에서 뭘 하는 거 같은데요. 뭐지? 좋아요. 이렇게 그래요. 창밖으로 부인이 가리키고 있어야 되고, 여기서 의자로 먼저 집어 던져서 이 사람을 다치게 하고, 이게 맞겠네요. 좋아요. 자, 요대로 입증을 합시다. 입증. 자, 스페이스 바꾸고.
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
자, 다이아몬드를 훔친 범인을 찾은 것 같아요. 자, 부인 어디 있습니까? 범인은 당신밖에 없어. 부인 어디 계시오? 이거 무슨 일이지 근데? 지금 상황이 좀 안 좋은데.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear.
네가
I
그랬지.
found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a
뭐야,
matter for
이거?
the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You are the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Galici, the medium.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting. Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Is Mr. Galici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
바닥이 얇대요. 이거를 드러내면
Hiding place.
여기 뭐
Why
있다.
would she conceal all of this?
잠깐만, 이게 뭐지? 나방인가?
This ring looks out of place among the others.
그렇지,
and the
그렇지,
design
그렇지.
is familiar.
그 영매 겉옷에서도 그 나방의 그 액세서리가 있었죠. 나방 모양의.
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress. I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the séance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
자, 영매를 관찰을 할 거예요. 그 영매가 입고 있던 겉옷에 나방 액세서리가 있었는데 부인하고 뭔 관계가 있을 거예요. 분명히 둘이 관계가 있었어. 그러면 공범이라는 뜻이겠죠? 자, 저 남편한테 맞은 데고요. 얼굴은. 자, 봅시다. 손. 가늘고 길쭉한 손가락. 손기술을 배웠다. 자, 보면은 지금 영매가 있는 이 방과 그 옆방, 부인이 있는 방하고 중간에 그 잠겨져 있는 문이 있어요. 그 문을 따고 들어왔을 수 있는 그 정도의 손기술은 있겠죠. 되게 허술하다고 했거든요. 그 문 자물쇠가. 자, 봅시다. 잠깐만. 이거 빼박이다, 이거. 목 졸랐었어. 목을 졸랐는데 반항하다가 이제 난 상처. 좋아. 그러면 운이 다한 영매가 아니고 전직 도둑이 영매가 됐다. 야. 전직 도둑입니다, 얘는. 이 도둑놈. 잡았다, 요놈.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits preferred clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man, but I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk. Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
좋아요. 증거를 제시한다. 오케이.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewelry.
뭔가 더 확실한 게 필요해요, 지금. 뭔가 확실한 게 없어. 어떡하지? 자, 기억의 궁전에서 조합을 한번 해봐야 될 것 같아요. 한번 문장들을 조합을 한번 해보죠. 자, 지금까지 모은 증거들이에요. 이거를 한번 문장 조합을 한번 해볼게요. 자, 루카와 이웃이었다. 자, 자물쇠는 허술하기 때문에 루카가 쉽게 땄을 수도 있다. 좋아요. 모든 범행은 저 영매한테 있다라는 걸로 봐야 될 것 같아요. 엠마가 루카를 긁었다. 그렇죠. 자, 이 상처가 있는데 난폭한 하인들 하면은 어떤 거냐면 객실로 데려가 가두는 과정에 상처가 생겼다 그러는데 이 말을 믿을 것인가 이 말을 믿을 것인가 제 추론을 믿어보겠습니다. 자, 좋아요. 자, 여기까지. 오케이. 아, 증거가 부족해.
Someone was not happy with.
증거가 부족해서 지금 이 방에 다시 왔는데 발견했어요. 이거 뭐지? 도난당한 반지에 대한 편지. 아, 과거에 또 그 도난당한 적이 있었나 봐요. 근데 증거를 찾지 못했답니다. 그럼 이것도 부인이 훔쳤다는 거잖아요. 그 부인이 또 훔쳤었던 건데 도벽이 있었네, 부인이. 어쨌든 모든 증거는 수집했고요. 자, 한번 봅시다. 이제 좋았어. 엠마는 남을 속였던 전력이 있다. 좋아요. 도둑질을 한 것은 엠마였으나 오케이. 속여가지고 엠마가 도둑이라는 것을 알았을 수도 있다. 그랬더니 루카는 자신을 함정에 빠뜨렸다는 것을 알았을 수도 있다. 그렇게 하다 보니까 영매가 살인범이다. 자, 여기서 이제 정의의 심판을 내릴 것인지 달아나는 것을 도와줄 것인지 선택해야 되네요. 자, 가서 선택을 합시다.
Luca Gallici, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
발뺌하면 안 돼요. 다 있어요, 증거는.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I am... I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives.
자, 그래요. 자물쇠.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
자백하세요.
It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, I killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
아, 그렇구나. 그래, 도망가.
You already suffered at Miss Emma's hands once. I'm not convinced you deserve to suffer again. I can't help but notice the window latch seems faulty. Perhaps I should leave you here alone and fetch someone. I'm afraid it may take me some time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The police won't notice your disappearance immediately. Run, leave Cordona, and try to lead a decent life.
I won't forget your kindness. I owe you everything, Mr. Holmes.
Stop wasting time. Run.
Open the door, Mr. Galici. Don't make it worse. We know you're in there.
Imbeciles, why are you dawdling? Step aside.
자, 이제 이곳을 벗어나서 행복하게 살아야 한다.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything, even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
Ah, figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
자, 이렇게 해서 첫 번째 사건은 해결을 했고요. 제가 알기로는 원래 홈즈가 여기 온 게 자기 어머니가 죽은 거를 파헤치기 위해서 온 걸로 알고 있거든요. 아무래도 큰 사건이 하나 있고 이게 돌아다니면서 조그만한 사건들을 해결하는 것 같아요. 자, 이게 바로 그 주 미션인 것 같은데 요거를 해결하면서 다른 미션들도 해결하는 거겠죠. 이어서 한번 가보도록 하죠.
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
근데 개인적으로 이 존이라는 친구가 좀 의심되는 게 왠지 다른 사람 눈에는 안 보이는 것 같아요. 내 눈에만 보이는 것 같아. 왠지 셜록의 또 다른 자아? 그런 느낌이란 말이죠. 뭐야. 괜히 막
My brother was
돌아다녔네.
adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem.
이게 집중 모드를 해서 추적하는 거예요. 집중 모드로.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then. I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
자, 이렇게 어머니 묘에 이렇게 왔어요. 자, 어머니의 사건도 해결해야 되는데.
A pocket watch. It seems familiar, John.
그러지 마.
Why is it here?
그러지 마. 그런 거 발견하지 마. 좀. 또 사건이잖아. 아, 그런 거 왜 발견하냐고 좀. 그냥 지나가. 자, 왠지 모르게 또 다른 사건을 하나, 또 다른 사건을 이렇게 또 마주한 것 같습니다. 자, 오늘은 여기까지만 하고요. 다음에 이어서 하도록 하겠습니다. 샤빠.